Are you a real estate investor or realtor? Are you tired of spending all your time making cold?
Hey.
Staying focused, that you're staying on course, and that you're trading what you're best at, what you're prepared for. Because if you try to do it all, you're going to start to go backwards. And I see a lot of different traders. Riley trades on Twitter, Mason. Um, I just had recently kind of started to pay attention to him a little bit after he made a major donation to the Barstool Fund. He's been in the room for a long time, but I hadn't really, kind of zoned in or focused on his particular style. But I see that he does a lot on OTCs, just like Cody. So these guys are specializing, focused in that niche, and I'm focused somewhere else. But the point here is there's no one right or wrong way, right? There's so many different ways in this market right now, and you could be the greatest short seller, but maybe that's hard right now, or maybe you're timing it right and it's perfect. It's great for you. I'm still having a balance of long and shorts. Obviously I love shorting. I feel more confident on the short side. However, the way that I've made adjustments is saving me a lot. If you go back 6 months and I'm doing the same trades, I'd be getting blown out. Right now, it's all about letting everybody else pre-exhaust. Let everybody else figure it out and figure out the top for you, right? And then you start to come in and participate. And it's not about getting the top anymore. It's all about the meat. And there is so much meat on the way up that you don't need to get that top, because when things start to pull back, all that range on the way up, there's plenty on the way down. And everybody always wants to get the top, but what if you're 50 cents, $1, $5, $10 too early? You're not going to have an account, right? So I think that is a really big thing to think about right now. What are you best at? And I talked about this on the interview with Alex and Phil that I think comes out super, super soon. But eliminating what you're not good at, right? Where are most of your losses coming from? Where are most of your headaches coming from? Where's most of your stress coming from? I eliminated holding things into open. Rather than taking that pre-market trade and yeah, I'm on the right side. Guess what? 2 candles, you're on the wrong side in this market. So for me, if I take a pre-market trade, most of the time, I'm out before open. I want a clear slate. I want to start everything over. I want to be focused off the open, because if I'm trying to manage this trade that maybe is not working perfectly, then I'm missing this one, and this one, which could have produced great returns with no headache. So that's the thought process that, how I'm trading right now. So one of the examples of what I've eliminated. Patience. There's no reason why you should be in the market looking for little trades like this. If you're in, out, in, out, in, out, that's fine. That's a scalp strategy, and you'll always be able to make gains. But you're never going to make exponential gains. You're going to hold yourself back. So, although, it's nice to have that instant gratification, it's nice to always be able to scalp and know you're going to make a couple bucks here and there. Think big picture. Everybody that is great, everybody that I know that is just an extremely amazing trader, all gravitates towards that big picture view. So I think that that's very important. And if you play it into your strategy, thinking bigger picture, you're gonna realize that there's a lot bigger gains with a bigger picture view. Yes, there is some of those intra-minute and special situations, which is what I focus on many times on these overextended charts. But where I've seen exponential growth is bigger picture. Last week we talked about the importance of risk management and being aware of melt-up situations. You saw it firsthand this week. You had GME. You have there was another one. I'll think about it in a minute. It's on scan. Melt-up. Oh, SOL, SUNW. So those are two that come to mind as well. But you've got GME, you've got GSX right now, you've got BBBY, you've got BB, and all these names that shorts are just on the wrong side. And nothing else matters right now. All that matters is the trend and the upside potential. And if you're on the wrong side, nobody cares. It's going higher. So you have to be super, super cautious. GMA is another example of you don't need to be a hero and find the top. Let it exhaust out. At least if you let it exhaust out and you start in, you're wrong. You have a risk parameter, right? You know, you're only you know you're gonna be wrong if you're down $1, $1.50, because that's the high of day. You're risking off of it. You're not trying to find the top. You're being part of the backside, and if you're right, great. If you're wrong, you have your stopping point. When you're trying to find that top, you could be 5, 10, 15, 20 too soon. So there's a lot of blown accounts on GME, I'm sure. And a lot of people want to sit there and say, okay, that was the squeeze on Friday. We don't know that. It held extremely well. And if it does not go down, then I'd be extremely cautious, because after the big upticks come the bigger upticks. And as you guys saw, 58 was really the key level, and it pretty much held that. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Before I forget, Nathan Fegan, nobody got back to me the last time on the Icon meals. So if you are US based, you can win a box of Icon meals. As you guys know, I love those. And we did reach out to Scans. Scans is game. I'm getting a shirt for next week. But we will be giving out a month of Scans once a month as well. Next, I'll work on trade ideas. But I'm just always trying to think of different things to give you guys as a benefit for watching these things. But Nathan Fegan, if you want the meals, reach out to me, webmaster at investorsunderground.com. And if you just want t-shirts, that's fine too. Also sending out a t-shirt to Sang Chi and Array Akar. So email me as well. We're just going to fire out a bunch of t-shirts this week. And thank you guys for watching. As you guys know, all you have to do is leave that biggest takeaway from Scan tonight, like the video, and you are in the runnings for either Momo Trader's book, Icon meals, a month of IU, or t-shirts. One topic that I wanted to talk about before I get into the video topics is